Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be picking the winners of all the Week 11 NFL games and an update to the power rankings. This on another episode of So, to start us off on Thursday Night Football, we have the unfortunate game that will be Jets-Patriots. The Jets, 2-7, but they did beat the Browns. The Patriots, 8-2 after beating the Buccaneers. Good job, Patriots. That was a tough game. Honestly, I don't really expect this to be a surprise. I'm picking the Patriots. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. They are likely going to put the Bills in a tough spot when it comes to winning that division. They're all but playoff bound. So, I got to pick the Patriots. Sorry, Jets. You've looked terrible for most of the year. Beating the Browns isn't going to fill me with any confidence in you. Next up, we move to Sunday morning, where we see the last international game between the Miami Dolphins and Washington Commanders, who are both 3-7. And I'm giving it to Miami. Why? Because they have a healthy quarterback. Tua may not be a shining diamond of a quarterback, but he's better than whatever the Commanders are trotting out in the field. Achan's looked amazing. Waddle has been better since he's no longer had to live in Tyreek Hill's shadow. Their defense played amazing last week when they beat up on the Bills. I got to go with the Dolphins. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers, 5-5. The Falcons, 3-6. And honestly, if we're going by talent, I should pick Atlanta. They have the best skill players with Bijan Robinson, Drake London, hell, even Kyle Pitts. But I'm going with the Panthers. Last time these teams played, the Panthers shut out the Falcons. Their defense played well. Their offense played well. And that was before Rico Dowdle. So this time, I kind of just got to go with the Panthers again. They embarrassed the Falcons last time. I don't think they shut them out again, but I would not be surprised if the Panthers once again beat the Falcons. Next, we got one of the best games of the early window with Tampa Bay playing Buffalo Bills. Tampa and Buffalo both are 6-3. The Bills lost to the Dolphins, and the Buccaneers lost a close game to the New England Patriots. And while I've been a big fan of Tampa Bay all year, I'm going with the Bills. I think Josh Allen and that team will look to bounce back and take revenge after being embarrassed by the Dolphins. I think, unfortunately, the Buccaneers are their victim. Next, we got the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chargers, 7-3. The Jaguars, 5-4. Honestly, Jacksonville, I'm sorry, but I got to pick the Chargers to win. You guys blew it to the Texans. And I think the Chargers are better than the Texans. So I'm going with the Chargers. They looked really good when they beat up on the poor Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And I think they're just a better team than you, Jacksonville. I'm sorry. Next, we got the 6-3 Chicago Bears taking on the 4-5 Minnesota Vikings. Last time these teams met, J.J. McCarthy single-handedly both almost doomed his own team and beat the Bears. Will it happen again? We'll see. I'm picking the Vikings. I just don't trust Chicago to win this game. I know they have the better record. I know they had a comeback win against the Giants. I just don't trust them. Next, we got the 5-3-1 Packers against the 2-8 New York Giants. I'm going with the Packers here. Sorry, Giants. Jackson Dart's concussed for at least a week, which means you're trotting out potentially either Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston. It doesn't really matter. You just fired your head coach, and you don't have Cam Scatterbo. So I don't see how you could possibly win. All being said, it's the Packers who scored 7 points against the Eagles, which honestly probably should get them investigated for rigging games, because that Philly defense, they haven't been holding people to much here. Most teams have been able to score whenever the heck they want on the Eagles. You did nothing, Packers. So I'm going to pick you, but I have no faith in you. Next up, we got the 3-6 Cincinnati Bengals taking on the 5-4 kings of somehow being good and bad at the same time, Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, last time these two teams met, the Bengals won in Cincinnati. I'm picking the Steelers again. This might be the last time I pick the Steelers this season. Just by the way they've been playing in the past few weeks. It's been quite atrocious. Thankfully, I still have enough faith in them to pick them here. So, Steelers, your defense has been playing good, your offense has not. You started out the season with the opposite of that. Fix it now, please. Thank you. Bengals, you need to win this game. If you don't, Joe Burrow might as well just stay hurt for the rest of the year. But I am going to pick the Steelers. Sorry, Bengals. I think as long as they actually play up to their potential, the Steelers get the win. Next, we got the 4-5 Houston Texans taking on the sad excuse for an NFL franchise known as the 1-8 Tennessee Titans. All right, Houston. Good win against Jacksonville. Glad you did it. Now you're taking on a team with no hope in Tennessee. They're playing for draft picks at this point. So I'm going to pick the Texans to win because they beat them up last time. I don't see what has changed all that much since then. Next, we got the 6-4 San Francisco 49ers taking on the 3-6 Arizona Cardinals. San Fran, you looked terrible last week. Congratulations. I'm really appreciating how much you sucked in week 10. Cardinals, I did not expect you to suck that much in week 10. And I got to pick the Niners. I'm sorry, Cardinals. Even though you both sucked, I have more faith in the Niners somehow, despite the fact they're injured. Partially that's because Christian McCaffrey exists. And unfortunately, Cardinals, you guys just, I'm not sure what's wrong with you, honestly. It's kind of hard to tell. Next, we got the game of the week. Might be the game of this month between the 7-2 Seattle Seahawks and the 7-2 LA Rams. This is much must-watch football. Honestly, the NFL should flex it to Sunday night because this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, Seahawks blew out the Cardinals. Their offense looks really good. Their defense looks really good. Same thing can be said about the Rams, who blew out the 49ers. Now, I expect this game to be one of two things. Either A, the defenses both lock in and it's low scoring, or we watch an offensive masterclass by these two teams. Now, who do I think is going to win? I got to pick my team, the LA Rams. Why? Well, for one reason, they're my team. For second reason, Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. And the Rams head coach being Sean McVay. Seahawks, I could see you winning. I'm not going to pick you. I'm sorry. Next up, we got the 4-5 Baltimore Ravens against the 2-7 Cleveland Browns. I got to go with the Ravens. They've looked a lot better since Lamar Jackson's return. The Browns lost to the Jets. I think that's enough said there.
Next, we got the 5-4 Kansas City Chiefs playing the 8-2 Denver Broncos. And give me the Chiefs here. I have faith in their offense. I have no faith in Denver's offense. Their defense may be good, but I don't think that'll save them.
Now moving on to Sunday night, where the 6-3 Detroit Lions take on the 7-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, Detroit, you made your statement. You destroyed Washington, although they didn't really put up too much of a fight. Congratulations in that. And I hope you're ready because this will be a challenge for you. Your defense has played good. Your offense has looked amazing. On the other side of this, Philly. I see you're here. Is your offense going to show up this week? I mean it honestly. Are they going to show up? Because you need them to show up to have a chance. The Lions are not the Packers. The Lions will not forget their offense at the cheese store. The Lions will score points. And if you can't match them blow for blow, you will be the laughingstock of the NFL next week. I'm going to pick the Eagles here. I can see the Lions winning. I'm concerned the Lions will win easily. But I'm going to pick the Eagles. They're at home. They have Saquon Barkley, who is the better running back. Theoretically, they have the better quarterback. Theoretically, they have better receivers. And to end out the week on Monday Night Football, we have what should be a very fun game between the Dallas Cowboys, who are 3-5-1, versus the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 2-7. Honestly, I'm picking the Cowboys. I'm sorry, Raiders. I like your team, honestly. I love the design, love the colors, love how quirky your fans are. I just can't imagine a world where you beat the Cowboys. Of course, there's two teams on bye this week who you will not be seeing. The Colts and Saints. Sorry for anyone who wanted to watch another wonderful Jonathan Taylor game. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you next time. Please like, share, subscribe down below. Comment what you think, and I'll see you next time.